up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the I can't be touched and I can't. When I'm in a mud league, 2-0, 2-0, mad in time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow, 180. Here we go, here we go. Yellow, here we go. Hey.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be third down.
Yellow, 180. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. 0-15.
Now Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
11.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21. Switch.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be... Makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting them.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
12, fellas, here we go.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo, and the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Hey, John. Hey, Charlie.
Set.
12, fellas, here we go.
Watch twins. Check 3.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check 53.
I got you.
Check the call.
Protein spill. 21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
1, Omaha. Hey, gun. 11.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Frank Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's see what you got. Out. Watch your shit.
Taylor. And they get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Tighten up. Check.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Going up top, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Benjamin's got it. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the chopper! Lock! I got you.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
6-6, pull it hard. Spot. No.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Let's go. Bravo. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 12. Watch out. 65.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go.
They'll run on first down. Thompson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight dog. 43. Hey, check back, Mike 6.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
I'm coming after you. Right on this thing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Mahomes going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch. 49. Check 49. 21. Here we go.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go. Target. Recon, 132 fighter. Switch it.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
21. Here we go. 53 at the mic. 65. 65. Showing it. Showing it. 12. Check hot route. 11. Kill.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain. And it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, switch gears. 61. Matchbox, right. Let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This is Hunt. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
13. We ain't giving up nothing. 1 Omaha. 53. Mike. Oh yeah. And here we go again.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
13.
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's it. Big hit.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, alert!
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Here we go. 180. 21. 21. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune. He kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout. Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game? No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked. It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out. So for the Steelers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to...
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 drive off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. like rocket fuel.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Prescott.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Kill. Check 24. Check 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
From the 27, Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready. Move ready. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Here we go. Even. Easy. Pick that. Come. 58.
On play action, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check. Wait. 25. Check 25.
Ooh, with a juke. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the shit. Slam.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
Watch it. Check safety. Flip it. Slam. Hatchet.
They'll throw again. Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A gain of
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Winston letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down, Prescott rolling to his right. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
We're going to 54, right? Kill. Turn. We're going to 53.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
36. Check. Crunch.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 1st down, it's Logan. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Ready? 125.
Get him.
Easy.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right?
Hey, 5 on the 50. Let me go.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day, every day, any day.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Chiefs nothing.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tighten up. Check. Fresno.
5 Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 9.
Come on. Run back. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Motion to the backfield. Watch safety creeping.
From the gun, Winston. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Check the backer. Easy. He's coming, double up.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against him.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. A first down carry for Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. Sponge. No.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run with Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready, black 25. Check three. Hey, let's get it for first.
On first down, Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Green, 17. Flip it. Hey, stop. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready? Black 22. Mike 58, right there. Right here. Turn it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
I'm coming after you. Easy. 58 to Mike, 58. 5-0. Here we go. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Wait. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Throwing, Winston. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Shoot. Switch. Here we go, even. Here we go.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nyheim Hines as the first half is winding down as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Next to score, Ravens 27, Chiefs nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Chiefs take over.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's going to be a...
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, a screen here to Vereen. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Prater on to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score, Ravens 34, Chiefs nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
50, blue lady, 58, come on. Bandit. Check. Hey, 5-0.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And an alley to run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Pick your game up. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Ravens 44, Chiefs nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score, Ravens 51, Chiefs nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Derrick Henry. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. 180. 53 is the mic. I'm here all day. Kill.
Now on second and 13. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at the 45.
Check three. Hey, stop. Flip it.
58's the money.
Let's go, Ty.
Don't take. Spell. Slam, slam, slam.
Jam, 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 jam.
Hey.
They begin the drive with Hines. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 43-yard line. That's the end.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Hines. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, 47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. Henry out of the pistol. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 17, Prescott. Funches has it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has. Any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll run. It's Vereen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Hines. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run again with Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking for load, but you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Right. 54 Mike. Danny. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
47.
Too little, Cupcake. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You. Delta.
46.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We own.
One last shot now for Prescott. And he's going to go down again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag a bulk me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass dirt.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause hands together and I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.